What's up, guys? No Procrastination, episode 12. I'm Daniel.
I'm Brian.
And let's get into Us, bro, by Jordan Peele.
How'd you like it?
It's pretty good, bro. I liked it better than Get Out for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I still gotta watch Get Out.
You didn't watch it?
I did, but I fell asleep.
I
fell asleep when I watched it.
Yeah.
So
I liked it better. Like, I think it was perfect little one up.
what'd you get from it though?
Well, okay.
Or did you? No. Did you think it was scary?
No, but I
thought it was pretty scary.
I don't think he's trying to scare us in that way, like in a horror way. Like,
I'm tripping. I was spooked.
Are you serious? For real?
No, I was spooked once the first people they killed.
But he's not like
off.
like an Insidious type of horror. Like, you know how Insidious is like more scary, more dealing with other like ghosts and shit, like jump out scares. Like, he's more of like a. He called it something. He gave it a name, like social something. He's like his movies. He wants to make it like about like social things, but he wants to make it like scary.
Like social.
I forgot what he called it. He gave it a name. Like, he said it himself. He said social something, but he's going in like a different direction. He's not going in the classic horror, scare you, like whatever. He's going like in a different direction, which I like because it's cool.
So would you you really didn't find it scary at all?
No. Like,
damn,
not even at all.
I hate you.
I found it suspenseful, but not scary. Like,
yeah, it was pretty suspenseful.
Like, my heart would be beating for a little bit just because I didn't know what was gonna happen next. But like, not like. But once it happened, I wasn't like, oh shit. I was kind of like, oh.
Do you think it was funny at all?
It was hella funny, but it was too funny.
Yeah.
I don't really like that. Like,
it was too fun. I didn't think it was that funny, but.
But like not me obviously, but like, you know how like the theater, like they're all like like it was just like like, were people laughing in your theater and shit? Yeah, bro. Like oh, spoiler before we get into anything, I'm just saying. How'd
you like Winston though? How'd you like Winston?
He was solid, bro. Like, I wanted to like, cause he like we said last time, like Black Panther, he didn't really go that much because he didn't have that much. But this one, like, he was pretty solid. Like, I like him. Bro.
I thought he was alright. I wasn't the biggest.
He wasn't like whoa.
I wasn't the biggest fan of him in this one.
Yeah, he wasn't cool. Like oh shit, but he gave it. But he was like he was a supporting actor, so I can't. Cause Lupita was the main.
Lupita
went hard, bro.
Lupita was dope, yeah.
Bro. To put on two sides like that, she did
all
Red
did,
and Adelaide. Yeah, I know, but hers specifically, because hers was the only one that talked in both. The other tethers didn't talk at all. Her tether did, and that raspy ass voice and shit.
Oh, when she did all that training stuff for it.
Yeah. Like,
I saw that. That's crazy, bro. I didn't think that was her. I mean, I didn't think. Before she said that, I didn't know that was actually her voice.
I know, yeah.
I thought they just edited it.
That's what I thought too. And then I was like,
all right.
Like when we got throughout the movie, I was like, hold on, I was like, she really doing this shit? Like raspy ass.
No, I was laughing hella bad because. Wait, are we spoiling anything or not?
Yeah, it's good. Spoiler alert.
Okay, so I was saying, so when when the plot twist, when you find out when the one in the red is actually
okay,
like,
well, I want to ask you, when did you realize that happened, that they changed?
I realized as soon as or I didn't realize it. I thought about it.
Yeah, did you have like some suspicion?
The first suspicion was when they cut off once they first met. So that was like
in the mirror room.
Yeah, in the mirror room.
Like exactly.
So like I thought about it, but like the first time watching it, I didn't look at Lupita like you're not the real one. I didn't.
Yeah,
because
she put on such a front that she just seemed so regular, like human. I realized it when they were like you. Like, I realized it then because they didn't show what happened next. They showed it later in the movie, but they didn't show what happened next after she turned around and she saw herself. Like, they kind of just cut it, and I was like, it's a little weird. And then when they went to the doctors, I think, when they were like talking about she has PTSD or whatever. Yeah. Like, she's like, when she wasn't talking, I was like, oh no, this bitch changed, like, for sure. Cause I was like, she for sure don't got no PTSD. Like, she's just not talking because the tethers, like, they don't talk. Like, they're quiet.
Shadows.
And I was like, as soon as that happened, I was like, okay, like, I'm pretty sure they changed. And then all throughout the movie, like, there was little hints.
So like, what are the shadows?
The tethered people?
Yeah, there were people in the red. They
said that they were copies, which is kind of scary because they can do copies. You know how they actually do copies of pets today. Like, you can copy your.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, what I thought they were just like a savage version of us. That's why I was like kind of confused on exactly what shadows were because they didn't come back to life once they were killed. So they were so they were like actually.
At the end, she even says, she's like, we're human just like you. Like, we bleed, we everything.
Or she says we're American.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't think nothing of that at first. Because everybody was laughing when they said it. Because it was funny. Because she was like, oh, we're Americans. And I was like, haha. And then later I was like, she for sure dropped a hint there. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. Like, I never did.
But so, like, pretty much what are the So they're pretty much
just copies of.
Because I was thinking, I was like, maybe like I was trying to think of like maybe something like with the like maybe they're ids, but then I was like maybe I'm just overanalyzing.
They're what?
Our ids, you know, when like your ego, id, and
like an alter ego, like but
It's like some like it's like some psychology shit.
I was trying to figure out like a deeper meaning, but I mean
that's what I mean. There was points where I was like let me not overanalyze.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Let me not overthink this, because then at the end she literally says like we're just copies of you, like, and then I was like maybe that's all there is. I don't think there's a hidden message behind that one.
But then when she said like they're savages, it makes sense.
Yeah, because they're living underground.
Yeah, and cared about them.
Yeah, like eating rabbit meat and shit.
So then back to what I was saying when her voice was just hella like raspy and everything like messed up, and she was actually able to talk. I think I should have noticed it right there, because all the other ones weren't able to talk, but she was. Yeah. And then, but she just couldn't drink any water or some shit.
No, my first thought for why she wasn't able to talk was because she used to be human, and like, well, she still is human, but she used to be like up like on the yeah, and then she went down and nobody else talked there, so she didn't have anybody else to talk to.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know how they say like if you don't talk for like a year or whatever, your voice comes back like hella raspy. Like if you don't talk for how long, your voice I thought it was that. And then I try to stay away from articles as much as I could to keep like my own like belief in it or whatever. But I saw an article that said the reason that she talks up raspy is because when later, you know how they showed that she choked her, and they were like, oh, she could have possibly damaged like her vocal cords or something. So I kind of believe in more to that one. But I did. How would that work if she like? Because you know how she choked her, like
when he killed her.
No, not when she killed her. When she dragged her down, you know how she choked her on the water. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe that one makes a little bit more sense, because she could have crushed like her vocal cords a little bit or something.
That's true.
Yeah, so I like that one.
Did you know the whole? So the beginning of the movie, I really thought it was gonna be one of these movies where I'm really just not smart enough for. One of those boring ass movies.
No, bro.
Like, you know, your tweet was all funny. It was like Jordan Peele's for J. Cole fans.
I wanted to piss people off with that. I didn't want people to like, oh my gosh, she's like, shut the fuck up.
Did you think it started off slow at all?
No. I think it started off perfectly. I've seen a lot more movies where it's slow the whole time and then nothing happens until the end. So this is perfect. I think it took like 15 minutes for the shit to start. So.
Yeah, like 15, 20.
Yeah, I ain't too mad at that. Perfect timing on everything.
How'd you like, what else do I want to say about it? What else did you like about it?
Shit. I don't know. It was a pretty good movie, but I liked all the hidden messages in it. I tried to pick up on as much as I could, like watching it like my first time, and I did pick up on a lot. Like I noticed all the 11. I didn't get that at first when they're in the room and then he's like, oh mom, look, and then the time said 11:11 and she's like, oh 11:11.
I was trying to get that, but
yeah, and then
I know there's a numbers thing,
yeah,
having to do with 11:11,
yeah,
but I don't know exactly.
And I noticed his use of like parallel things, like stripes almost, and all throughout the movie, like there will be like parallels, like the shadows when they're walking on the beach. There are shadows. There's 4 of them, so it's like 11:11, and then and then the clock 11:11. Then also little details, like one of the couches in their room was like stripes.
Yeah. And
like I'm not saying like that means 11:11, but like I know directors drop little details like here and there, like just like parallel things like compared to like 11:11. So I like all the little hints he was dropping and everything.
So the movie was pretty much an allegory how we view people. Or how we view an enemy.
How we view. Did you see the article that said? I like this one the most. This interpretation of the movie the most. It was saying that the tethered people were like the lower class of the United States, and then the regular people were like middle class or whatever. Was it Adelaide's family was like middle class, and then you know the white family that they had, like their friends, like they were the upper class kind of.
Yeah.
And so the interpretation was. The middle class was still kind of like hungry, like they were still fighting. Like you see, like none of them died, but the upper class died right away. Remember, they all got stabbed by their tethers.
Yeah.
And so what they're trying to say is like we take things for granted and stuff. Like we're so spoon fed up here. Like even if they're middle class or upper class, we're so spoon fed up here, and we're not paying attention to the lower class people down there. So they were just trying to say like, in a fucking way, they're trying to say like appreciate what you have, kind of.
Yeah, I
mean, somebody else could easily come and take it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got that interpretation from...
I like that one the best, for sure.
I got the interpretation when I finished watching it the first time. I kind of got the... remember Pac's lyric, or Pop's quote, where he's just like, the the poor are just gonna get so hungry.
Yeah, right. And then eventually, you gotta.
I got that kind of from it. The first time I watched it. The second time watching it though, it was dope. It was dope.
The second time I watched
it dope because I could totally tell everything I missed from Lupita's character.
Yeah.
I noticed like she was actually like weird the whole time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like she was even barely talking.
Yeah,
she was barely talking.
Just a little off. I liked a couple of hidden messages that I noticed right away when they were calling for the police and there she's like, they're 14 minutes away. And I was like, they're not gonna come. I was like, I know Jordan Peele's just trying to say, please never come for black people, bro. And they never came. You realize that they never came.
Yeah, they really.
And they even later said it. They're like, I wonder why the police never came.
Well, they didn't come because it wasn't everyone else getting attacked.
Yeah, but they were 14 minutes away, and that whole scene could have been like. In reality, it could have been like 20 minutes. Like police would have ended up showing up anyways. And then even later they said, I wonder why the police never came. And then in the background they played, police.
Oh yeah.
I knew he didn't just throw that in there for no reason. I was like, police never came. I was like, he trying to say something like. Oh my gosh.
It was a great movie.
Yeah, I liked it, bro.
Let's I'll congratulate Jordan Peele with that.
And Lupita, bro, she better get an Oscar.
Yeah, I hope she gets an Oscar.
Bro, she deserves
it.
That shit was spooky as fuck, bro.
Let's go on to Madvillainy.
Stop.
That's what it is, Madvillainy.
No, Madvillainy.
Villainy?
You're really pronouncing it like Madvillainy?
Villainy.
It says villain right there. How would you...
Villainy. You're right. Yeah. I can't read.
Anyways, 15-year anniversary, bro.
MF Doom. What do you know about Doom? I want to give some backstory about Doom. I know he was born in London, raised in New York. He was the original grind.
He's the original bro.
Original bruv.
He was here before Tony was, bro. Wait, Tony was from London or?
Yeah, he's from London, UK, somewhere in the UK.
Yeah. This album,
he's a rapper producer.
He produces all his music, bro. I found that out later, but I was like, no wonder his beats are so funky, bro. Like,
yeah, he had a super villain persona.
Yeah, all his beats are like. You ever heard like one of those chopped and screwed like tapes, like where everything was like just kind of not, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like that's what his beats are.
I get that from his beats.
Yeah,
I get that from his vocals more than anything.
Because it's not really into like how do you say? Like it doesn't sound like it's mixed properly. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the mic though.
I don't think it's that though. Because if it was something like that, I feel like he would be like, I think he just likes he does it on purpose. Obviously, it sounds like he likes that sound like. But his vocals are not always right on the beat. You know what I mean? You know how they be saying Blueface is off beat. Like I don't want to say he's off beat because I feel like he actually does it on purpose.
I think it depends on which album you're listening to. Because sometimes he's really good at keeping up with the cadence, and then sometimes he's not.
Yeah, because he has the same.
But he's doing that on purpose.
Yeah, he does it on purpose for sure, though.
Yeah.
I think that's what people like about him. That he just doesn't care. Like.
Do you think Doom is boring?
Is boring?
Yeah.
I see that a lot, bro. Like I see people say that a lot.
It depends what you're going to listen to for. Like if you're trying to listen to, I don't know, Doom's not going to give you a hit. Doom's not going to give you like a song that really grabs a big audience's attention.
Yeah, no radio play.
Yeah, even on this album with accordion, like accordions.
I love accordion though.
I think accordion was the #1 track on it.
Accordion's like my favorite. Yeah, I love accordion. That little beat just. His beats are just so.
I can see why people call him boring though.
I can understand it for sure. Like when people say J. Cole's boring, I don't really understand that. I know you'd be fucking talking shit, but
I don't say J. Cole's boring. No, we're not getting into that.
Yeah, okay. But I understand.
I get what people mean by when J. Cole's boring, but
it's because they're not woke, bro. They're not thinking.
I mean, I think the reason I wouldn't call Doom boring is because of his flows. Because of he does sound a little bit robotic sometimes. I know he's really abstract to his music.
Yeah, and I like that.
And so it's you really.
I like his aesthetic. He has his own sound.
Aesthetic,
you can't compare his sound to anybody else, bro. Not a single person. I like that.
He sounds a little bit like Biggie though.
But his overall thing, his whole producing, his whole rapping, his whole everything, you can't compare that. His whole flow, you can't compare that to anybody. Maybe you can compare something like his rapping to. Mm-hmm.
He did something I forgot which album it was, but he did have some Biggie influence.
But I mean, if you like that East Coast boom bap, just lyrics, he's for sure.
He's really dark too. Yeah. Or he sounds dark. It's mostly in his voice. Yeah,
because he never sounds energized. He just always sounds like he's straight talking.
Bro, sometimes he really goes he doesn't take a break.
Hey, does this one write or no?
Yeah,
he's freestyle.
I think he writes. Pretty sure he writes.
Yeah, because I was about to say some stuff I'd be going to have to go back and be like, what? He just be going off, bro. Like
his bars are hella funny too.
I know. Like some shit just be making.
Like on this one, what? I think it was Meat Grinder.
I love Meat.
Where he took. Yeah, Meat Grinder. I really like Meat Grinder, America's Most Blunted, Accordion, and Figaro. Those are my top ones.
I'm gonna give you my top ones right now. I love Figaro too, though, but I like Accordion, Meat Grinder, Bistro, Raid, and then he loses me on like 7 to 10. Like I kind of, because I think those were skits. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna get into his skits, bro. It pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie.
Why don't you like his skits?
Because there's just so many, bro. Like there's so. I'm not gonna get it. I'll save it for the discography, but. I like Shadows of Tomorrow, yeah, Figaro, and then All Caps is my favorite track.
All Caps is good.
All Caps is hard, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When was the first time you listened to this?
It was after I listened to Operation Doomsday. I started listening to MF Doom in 7th grade. Mm-hmm. I got into him because I think Tyler, the creator, was like a huge fan of him, and he would mention him a lot, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And then I would go listen to him. So it was like right after listening to Tyler, the creator, I got into this.
Oh, so you already liked Doom?
Yeah.
Before?
No, yeah, I've been liking Doom for like a minute. I was like trying to tell people about Doom like back in the day. They're like, who? I was like,
how'd you like it when you first listened to it?
When I first listened to it, I really fell in love with it for some reason. Like I don't know why. I just really like his funky ass beats. Like were just so. Everything about him was just so like unorthodox, you know, like
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it was just so like everywhere, and then like I don't know why I liked it so much. Like
yeah, I forgot when I was 2. I was just 2 only like a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. But I have been listening.
Was that the first time you heard Doom though?
First time I heard listening to Doom was when you tried to put me on hella hard in like middle school, high school.
I probably did. Yeah, I was
like, bro, Doom.
Yeah, I think I was like telling everybody about it.
All right, yeah, listen to Doom now. But he's cool. I like him.
Yeah.
Is this album a classic?
I always have to say this, but in his discography or in history?
History.
No, but he does have another one that I think is a classic in history. But
you don't think Madvillainy?
I don't think Madvillainy. I think it's a classic in his discography. Damn. But that doesn't mean it has to be a classic in history. I think another album of his would be a classic in history, but save that for. This is a really good album.
Why not a classic in history?
Not in my eyes, because like I said, the first album I heard was Operation Doomsday, and that one just holds more closer to like my heart. Like this one doesn't. I'm not saying this one don't do nothing for me, but like that one's closer to me. The Operation Doomsday.
I would say this one's a classic. Some of Madlib's best work.
Madlib, yeah. It was solid, bro. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10, 8.5.
Only reason I would say that's maybe not a classic is maybe influence. But I feel like there was a lot of influence. Yeah, just because it is Madlib.
Yeah.
I just haven't looked into it. But I'd call that.
But you're rating it though?
Rating it? I'll give it a good 9.
Yeah, I'll give it 8.5.
I only give it a good 9. Probably not a 10 just because my ear. Yeah, I don't know. I need to get. Takes a minute to get it back into.
Right now, we're kind of not accustomed to that kind of music.
Like it's been a minute. So it does like take a minute to like get used to that.
Yeah. You listen, but I guarantee you slap him for like 2 days straight. Like, well, you'll like him. Like on a rainy day, like just slapping his music throughout the house. Like real talk. Like, no.
What's up with you and rainy day music?
Bro, rainy day music is like the best. Like honestly, I'll get into that shit later. Yeah, I'll give it 8.5 or 8 out of 10.
15 years.
15 years.
Alright, let's talk about new music.
Rich the Kid. He dropped another good one on us, bro. Real talk. Nah, yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
Trash. No, it's trash, fool.
No. Hold up, I'm about to give you the list, boy.
What'd you like about it, or what were your thoughts on it?
I loved it, like first listen.
Were you excited when you saw that he was doing a sequel?
Yeah, hell yeah. Cause that first one was hard as fuck.
First one was really good.
First one was hard as fuck.
I just hate sequels.
Why not?
Sequels are never good though.
What you mean, bro?
Not that they're never good. They're just don't do a sequel.
Like they put too much expectations.
Too much pressure, expectations.
Yeah, I understand that.
I don't know that many sequels that have done good.
Yeah, but if they do drop a sequel and it is better, then that's like big time.
It doesn't even have to be better. It just has to be as good as the first one. It gotta be
solid, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This was solid. This wasn't. I don't know if this was better. I had to give it a little bit more listen, but it was solid for sure. Tripping balls, bro. For sure, like 8 tracks out of the whole. 16,
I like 8.
17. Yeah.
8, but
it's not a bad album.
I like 8, but I'm only gonna go back to like 4.
It's fun.
I I think the one song, like my standout tracks were like Mike, 2 Cups, and Save That.
Damn. Are you like gonna show love to Fall Through the Young Thug? Bro, that beat went hard. That beat went
Not
stupid.
yet. I know it's really good.
Stupid. It did.
I was playing Like Mike all week though. Not gonna lie. Like Mike was mine.
Damn, bro.
Why you do it like that though? Why you make a song Like Mike sounds like you should have Uzi on it.
Can't have Uzi on it though. Uzi will knock his
You
ass
put
out.
Jay Critch on it too.
I hate Jay Critch, bro. Rich the Kid been trying to force Jay Critch on us hella hard for like the past 4 years.
Is he on his label?
I think so. Yeah, that's why.
Wow.
He been trying to force him on his bro. I'm like,
I like Jay. I like Jay. Jay's cool.
I don't really like him, bro.
Jay's alright.
He hasn't dropped nothing like worthy, like not yet. He's been trying to force it though. You like pretzels, bro? Bro, who's allergic to pretzels? Like, what is he allergic to?
What do you mean, who's allergic to pretzels?
What is he allergic to in pretzels? Like, what does pretzels have that he's allergic to? Or is he just allergic
to...
to...
just salt and fucking...
So this fool can't fucking eat seasoned food? Like, what the
What are pretzels? They're,
It's dough.
Oh, yeah,
What's in dough? What's in dough? Flour?
Yeah, flour.
Milk? Starch, maybe?
I don't know about milk, but maybe.
You guys... We watching the ones of pretzels be... yeah, but that's so sad. Imagine you go to the mall and like...
Yeah, what would he be allergic to? How are you allergic to pretzels?
Yeah, because it's not... I don't think it's just pretzels in general. That would be weird.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah,
but you see the meme where it was somebody eating pretzels like NAV when not trying to impress Drake and Weeknd.
Why is he eating them though? He's so stupid. He said he like Drake offers him a pretzel and he's like, I guess like I'll eat it for you. Like,
what about do you like NAV before?
No. I like maybe like 2 songs from...
I've never liked Nav since like someone, I think it was Jorge, I think it was my brother. He was like, he sounds like an auto-tune Justin Bieber.
He does, bro.
And like I can't stop hearing that now. So I can't.
Remember we used to think that Justin Bieber was the
Beavis
one
and Trap.
Beavis and Trap, bro.
Yeah.
What? I didn't know it was not.
I told you about that.
Yeah,
I was like the track list, and you're like, no, that was leaked. Like it was.
Yeah,
that
no, I was like,
the right one.
I was like mind blown. I was like, what?
And
it
then
really
it comes out Nav.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
He has too much of a nasal voice for me.
It was too bad of a.
Yeah, no,
too bad of a rollout.
Can't do it, bro. And all these motherfuckers copying his haircut and shit.
The bowl cut.
Yeah, shit.
What I thought his album was trash too.
I like 4 tracks, but
I like for like the first 4 songs, 4 or 5 songs.
The only song I'll ever go back to is the one with The Weeknd. And Nav wasn't even on that one like that much. I think he threw in like a vocal.
Yeah.
He pretty like I think he knew he was like Weeknd's probably gonna get me some play on this. Like I'm gonna just let him run this one.
What'd you think about his trying to seek fame hella bad?
That was weird.
Was it weird?
That was just a little weird. Because the way he kind of worded it was like, oh, I'm coming my Lambo, my pretzels and shit. And
oh, when you're talking about I got in my Lambo
like,
SUV
nobody
or
would
something.
even take pictures of like, bro, what? Like, come on now, fool. But I mean, I can't. I don't want fame. Maybe he does, or maybe that's something he like tries to have. So,
what do you?
I shouldn't hate on it.
I don't know what I get from his music, to be honest.
I don't get nothing.
When I listened to it, he was like talking like hard shit.
But
and then I was like, is that fake. I was wondering because there was points where I was like, is he like sad boy music or is he like trying to be Toronto hard but with auto tune?
He's definitely anything he says about being hard, I think is pretty much fake. I don't like I don't want to say it's fake, but like I don't believe him when he says some of the stuff.
Yeah.
So and I like how he refers to himself a lot as a like little brown boy. Have you heard him say that?
Yeah.
It's hella funny.
He had an EP called Little Brown Boy for sure.
It's just hella funny, bro. I think that's funny. Like him, in Playboy Cardi, like I don't really take their music serious.
I feel it.
I'm sorry.
I like Playboy though.
Playboy's funny.
Playboy,
Nav doesn't make me laugh. He doesn't do nothing for me.
Nav's trash.
Yeah. Sorry, Nav.
All right, let's get to the Bay.
The homie.
The Bay Area drops.
Rayana Jay. I've been following her since I think it was her first tape, with like the pink cover.
Mm-hmm,
I didn't really slap her that much though, but like I just support, like, you know.
I've liked her stuff from ever since I heard Sleepy Brown.
Oh, Sleepy Brown was yeah.
Yeah, when I heard that one, I was like, yeah.
LeBron James made a playlist on Apple Music, and
I saw it, and she's on it.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
She's making moves.
Bro, we out here. Yeah.
She just got signed too.
To Empire. Huh?
Yeah.
I liked it. I really liked it.
Love Me Like is on replay always.
Oh my god, bro.
I like how she got Duckworth on it.
Duckworth.
Because like, it does sound like she should have got Gold Link. Because GoldLink would have fit the beat perfect. Yeah, but I was like, budget. Like,
no.
Duckworth was nice too. Though. Like, he had Duckworth had a good ass verse.
And she kept it short, bro. She kept it short. What was it, like 6 tracks?
All her albums are short though. I don't think.
I know, but I'm saying like I like how she's doing that. Like her pattern is just get these songs out of the way, and they all good, bro.
I think the only song I didn't like was the one with G-Eazy. But that's just the money. That's the money grab.
I'm sorry, I kind of hated that song.
Yeah, I hate that song too. It's the only song I skip.
I'm trying to have it grow on me, but like I can't.
Only him though.
I don't know if it's just G-Eazy. Yeah, I think so.
Sorry. But that's the money grab.
Yeah, I feel
having G-Eazy's gonna get you that. But the whole album, I liked it.
Yeah,
that's the one album this week I was playing.
This week, right? Yeah, me too. I had it on repeat. The other ones I kind of swift through it like a little bit. This one was on repeat for sure.
Yeah, love Rihanna.
Yeah, he said Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Oh.
Ray. I actually saw her at Vlog.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you said what's up though?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you got scared.
Alright, let's go to Yhung TO.
Yhung TO. I liked it. Solid.
Did you?
It was solid, bro.
Nah.
I didn't have too much time to give it a listen.
I think I'm just done with SOB and TO and they're all of them. But actually, no, I'm always gonna ride with the boy.
Damn.
He's the homie.
Yeah, Slimmy B is kind of.
Slimmy, I don't ever pay attention to Slimmy.
I'm sorry, bro. Like I just haven't heard nothing from you, Doug. Like
Yhung TO. I follow TO though. TO's still cool.
TO, yeah, TO rocket, bro.
I mean, besides like Double Back with the boy, like.
But the last like couple tracks he ended.
Oh yeah, the last 8 I think I really liked.
I think the first 2 I liked, and then Double Back, and like the last like 5 for me was.
I want to say.
So, that's pretty solid to me, bro. How many tracks was it?
Let me see.
Damn, you already cut them down. I hate you.
Yeah, fool.
I hate you.
Apple Music low key legit. There's 13 songs.
13 songs. So I think I like about like 7.
Yeah, I liked about.
Yeah, bro. He's solid, bro. Good shit.
I liked about 6.
Yeah, and like you said, this is a sequel because he had On My Mama. And On My Mama, the first one.
Sequels are trash, man. Don't ever do a sequel.
I like sequels, bro.
Unless it's a mixtape, don't ever do a sequel.
I don't really see the point of sequels because unless it was like a story, you know how like movies do like a 1 and a 2, like the stories are kind of the same. What about sequels in music is the same? Other than
that's true.
You know, other than the name.
Yeah.
That's
now who's not a good sequel? Or like try like, I mean. Nah, it's hard.
That's what I'm saying, you know? Like, there's really no point other than just to throw the name again.
I was going to bring up Ye, but, like, that was, like, a...
Yeah, but he never had, like, a sequel, like, a... That was kind of a sequel. Is number 2.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what's a perfect sequel? Did that actually make sense?
What?
Kid Cudi.
Oh, yeah. Kid Cudi's
Man on the Moon, Man on the Moon 2. That one makes sense, though, because there's, like, story, like, I guess, in a way you could say behind it.
Yeah, no one else really does sequels like that.
Yeah, no.
I mean... At least album-wise that I know of, nah.
And ones that work, too? Like, no, not really. No. But yeah, it was solid, bro.
It was a cool week. It was a cool little week.
Yeah. Rayana Jay for sure won the week, though. Off top.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go with...
NCAA.
Is that what you want to go with? Let's do it.
I haven't been keeping too much with it. Like, watched a couple games. Did you watch the Duke versus UCF?
Yeah, you're, like, on my head about it.
Bro, Taco Fall almost did it. He fouled out, bro. I'm so hot. They really could have beat them.
But you said they tried to triple team him.
Taco? Yeah. They did, bro. Bro, yeah, it's crazy. Like, this was 7-6, dude. That's crazy.
Is he staying another year?
I don't know, but I would advise him to stay another year.
I don't think he will.
I think, bro, he needs to stay. He might not. Bro, he got to stay one more year. He fouled out in like an elimination game. That's bad already.
Yeah, but he would develop in the NBA.
No, bro, I give him one more year because he's not. You know how you can tell like right away, like, oh, this person's ready. Mm-hmm. Like Zion's ready. Like Taco, you kind of have like you see potential in him, but he's not like ready yet just to make that next level.
What about is Duke legit? Is Duke legit?
Like this year?
Yeah.
To win it all?
Yeah.
For sure. I don't see why not. They got Zion. They got RJ Barrett. They got who's the other fool? The fool that made the shot. They were, bro, what's his name? Coach K wasn't giving him no props. That one fool that made the shot, the 3 to tie them at the end.
Was he a white boy?
Nah, he's I forgot his name. I don't know if it was RJ Barrett.
Nah.
Forgot who it was, bro. That fool, like, he splashed that 3 and they tied it up. And, like, in the post game, he was like, oh, Zion and RJ are so good. And I was like, oh, you're not going to give a shout out to the dude that just tied the game up? Like, come on, bro.
I think they're legit. I feel like they might not win, though. It's my team, though.
Who do you think will win?
I feel like UNC might have they're probably my number 1 if I had to put money on it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll put UNC.
Yeah, I don't know who I'll put in because I haven't been keeping up, but I'm for sure once it starts getting down to like final whatever, I don't what is it like when it's down to like 8 teams, like that's when I kind of start picking up, and I'm like, okay,
it's about to be down to 8. Let me see.
About to be down to 8, huh? Yeah. Wait, so is it already Sweet 16?
I think they're almost done. Let me see. Oh no, where's the bracket at?
Yeah, bro. Can't wait, you know. For sure, Duke's gonna be in the championship game though, for sure. But to win it all though, I don't know.
After watching that, whatchamacallit, the UCF game, I was like thinking about it because I feel like teams are now gonna like pick up on like who really does it.
Yeah, but that was different because they had Taco. Like Taco was really.
You really think it's just all Taco? I mean, how many points did he even have 20?
No, but just like being able to like throw the ball into him and have nobody stop him, like. But his free.
He should have more points though.
It's ugly. He should have more rebounds. He only had like 4. Like, come on, bro. He's 7.
4 rebounds.
Yeah, you're 7.
See, so he wasn't that big of a. He wasn't that big of a problem.
But I'm saying though, like he's not ready to go into the NBA yet, bro. Like you can't pick up more than fucking 10 rebounds in a college game. Like, come on, bro. He's 7'6".
All right, so they're currently in the Sweet 16.
They're currently in the Sweet 16.
Duke has Virginia Tech next, and then after that, they either play LSU or Michigan State.
I was about to say, what's Michigan State looking like?
I would say Michigan State.
Michigan State maybe doing pretty solid. Is Villanova or no?
Villanova, no, I think they're out already.
I don't want to see Duke win, bro, or North Carolina.
I think if I was to put a guess, I would say. I'm trying to think who's the biggest underdog.
You just want to go for the underdog. I feel it. I be doing that too.
No, I'm just trying to think. There's like Purdue, Virginia, either Kentucky or Houston, UNC, Auburn, Virginia Tech, Duke,
like Virginia
or Michigan State, LSU.
LSU.
I think it's either gonna be LSU, Michigan State, but they gotta beat Duke first.
I don't even know nobody else is gonna come out this draft. Like who? What other college players are getting like?
There's that other kid. I forgot his name. Starts with the M.
M.
Yeah, he's a guard on some state school.
See, like I'm not. The only ones I can think of is Zion and RJ Barrett. Who else is making noise? I'm sorry. Don't kill me. I don't know. I'm not paying attention to college hoops right now.
I know this is this white boy. That's really good at shooting threes.
Damn, see, you can't even know. You don't even.
I don't know his name though.
Saying, yeah. Bro, I feel like it's just because ESPN's all on Zion's dick right now. Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's go on NBA though. Let's go with D-Lo.
Oh, D-Lo, bro, how that feel? Does that hurt?
No.
Does it hurt you to know?
No, he's a snitch.
But I mean,
I think we had to kick him out. Like we had to get him out of there.
You did not have to.
Yes, we did.
Oh, why?
That locker room.
No. Oh, that's
the locker room. Like,
but they could have kicked out. They could have kicked out.
No one liked them though.
No, they could have got rid of Swaggy P right away, and a couple others. They could have got. Bro, they should have got rid of Swaggy P and Jordan Clarkson.
D-Lo wasn't even that good when he was with us. He was alright.
Okay, but give him 2 more years. Look what he's doing now. But honestly,
I think it's based on the team though. The coach.
I was about to say, I really think I don't
think he would have been able to do that with us.
Because there's just in LA, he's a rookie. Like, not rookie, but he's young. Like, there's just too much distraction. Sent his ass to Brooklyn. He was like, oh shit, like we in the.
He's doing really good though.
Yeah, he's like, now.
Do you think he's gonna keep it up in playoffs?
They're making playoffs, right?
Yeah, they're making playoffs.
They are, like for sure.
I'm pretty sure. I can check that.
Yeah, double check that.
But
but if they were. Let's see. Let's say if they do 8th or 7th seed, they'll have to go up against Sixers or Milwaukee. So no, I don't think that. But it'll be fun. It'll be so fun to watch D'Angelo like just.
They're the 7th seed.
Ooh.
So they either play the Raptors or Bucks first.
Ooh, hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh wait, they could get 6 too, so they could play the Sixers first.
No, avoid the Sixers. If anything, go against the Raptors would be perfect. But
the Heat might make playoffs too.
What about Orlando?
Orlando, they're tied for 8th.
I want Orlando and Heat to make it, but I want Heat to make it more just for D-Wade.
Yeah,
I just want to see him go off in the playoffs just one last time, bro. Like D-Wade will go hard. Anyways, but yeah, back.
Pause. Why you trying to whisper that?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
No, you.
What?
No, never mind.
Anyways, D'Angelo going hard, bro. I like it.
I don't think he's gonna keep it up. I don't think he's gonna be this good next year.
You think he's gonna be worse though, or just the same?
I just think it's gonna be worse.
I think
it's all hype.
Wow, really?
Yeah, just this year.
Ouch.
Just this year.
Damn. That doesn't even make any sense.
Fuck love.
Oh, you just being a hater. You just jealous.
Maybe a little bit.
Oh, it's okay, bro. Give you guys like 2 more years. Maybe you'll be good again. You know?
Lonzo's gonna be mad. I don't give a fuck. Lonzo's gonna be better than.
Bro, did you see that they went and asked him about his shoes? They're like, They're like, we think it might be your shoes that's giving you so many ankle injuries and stuff.
It could be.
It makes sense. I believe.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Because I mean, we don't know what the he got in his shoes. We don't know how much support he got. Like, I ain't gonna pay $500 to see what the ankle support feel like. Wow.
Alright, that's it, right, for a day.
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah.
Yee.
Alright, deuces.
Player, give me some brew and I might just chill. But I'm the type that like to light another joint like Cypress Hill. I still do be spit loogies when I puff on.